Bro, sur mon live. Puis quelques petits coups de saucisse.
Allez, viens, Melinda, viens sur mon live, s'il te plaît. S'il te plaît. Pour bâtir une division. Viens sur mon live, Melinda. J'espère que... Oh, un spectateur. Bouge. Il m'a dit recommencer un live, moi. Allez, hop. J'ai fait un live sur la tête. Ratamancha. J'ai fait un live Ratamancha. Ratamancha 2. Je suis sur live sur Ratamancha. Ratamancha. Je suis sur live sur Ratamancha 2. Allez. Je suis sur live sur Ratamancha.
Hosea?
Hey, Arthur.
Come on! If we're gonna make it to this party, we sure as shit better clean up a little. So we're doing this?
Oh, yeah. Old friend Dutch Van der Linde's finally showing his true colors. Social climbing.
Old Senor Bronte, that horrendous snake, has invited us to the ball, Cinderella. So my suggestion is we go and get you a gown. You son of a bitch.
We are ridiculous. Utterly.
I ain't never been to a ball in my life. Nor have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There can be fine pickings.
No pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
Well, I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
Gentlemen, Luca, I'm afraid the mayor does not allow guns at official functions after last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte. I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen. This way, please, gentlemen. Senior Bronte will be so pleased that you made. What a beautiful evening it shall be. Mr. Bronte is a very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre.
Senor Napoli?
As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has that thing, you know, respect.
Jose, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done.
The angry cowboys, you've arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Zanzani High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to whore and despoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war, and a hero, they say, but that is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife is unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh yeah, that'll save you. And that is Hector Fellows, this self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as...
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me. Gentlemen, enjoy your evening and welcome once again to Zanzani. Ciao, ciao.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves. Okay? Go find the mayor if you can and stay out of trouble. And steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. And then find out what's his name? No.
Glass of champagne?
Une très belle soirée à vous.
What is your problem? Good evening, sir.
You went. Outrageous. These dances. Well,
Gentlemen, I hope you're having a fine evening.
Ah, Mr. Mayor, wonderful to see you again.
Lemieux, this intellectual here was just insulting me regarding the Redskin.
I did no such thing. But, Mr. Lemieux, I suggested that all of us, as Americans, had a duty to take care of people living in this land. And that extends to Saint-Denis.
But, Mr. Miller, the Indian problem is not an urban problem, but a rural problem. And here in Saint-Denis, we have problems of our own.
I beg to differ, sir. It is not a rural problem, but a human problem.
It ain't complex, Lemieux. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, what say you and me cool off? Hands off me. Come on, sleep it off. Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party.
Hello there.
En fait, le but de la mission, c'est d'aller faire des recherches.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
Mayor.
Allegedly isn't that, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. Ryder?
We seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
My lord, they're fantastic.
Demandez à Mathis s'il vient sur le live.
Excuse me, brother. Excuse me, brother. Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Did he say something about Cornwall? Yes. Find out what. Sure.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Good evening.
Monsieur,
Hello, ma'am.
how do you do?
How are you? Good day, sir.
No problems?
Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Terran.
Demande à Mathis s'il peut rejoindre ma vocale.
Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Chip and beat him! I will not have stand... I'm sorry, sir, but the party is in the garden. The residence is purely for family. I do hope you understand.
Forgive me. I was unaware.
Don't slip in this house! Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me.
Presque.
Hey! Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Chip and beat him. We'll not have standard slip in this house. Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Look at me.
2 secondes. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a encore? Et vous étiez trop loin du joystick, faut pas se faire repérer. Je sais pas où il part.
Hey! Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. The standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning.
Mais je sais pas où il est. Je savais pas où il est.
Find anything? I think so.
Nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. I think... Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. Big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about high stakes.
Faut que j'aille voir. Parce que je ne vois personne sur mon live. Une personne sur mon live, ouais. Sûr.
Poker game. Come on. Here comes Lenny. All right. Let's get in. Go home.
Oh, I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk are so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it. Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Hosea is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law reacts.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.
Il est où, Jack?
How have you been, Arthur?
Okay. You seem well, Reverend.
Yes. Well, maybe. I've been okay before, but then I make a fool of myself again.
So do I.
I went into town.
I don't mean to cut you off, but can we chat later?
Okay. Sorry. No problem.
Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Yep. I'm right here.
Say, Morgan! Morgan, you got any hair pomade?
Come on, my turn now, please.
Excuse me?
You know, hair pomade.
No.
Well, if you happen to find some.
Sure. I'll buy you some hair pomade.
You got some guts, kid. That's for sure.
Hey.
Hello, Mary Beth.
Oh, how are you, Arthur?
Fine. How are you?
Well, I'm well, I think. It's been quite a run we've had, but we're still alive.
So, no regrets?
Regrets for what?
Well, for joining this band of maniacs.
If you're a girl without means in this world, life is very scary. You boys cared for me before no one cared for me. Well, Life weren't very nice, Arthur. Not after Mama got typhoid, and that was a long time ago.
Sure.
What about you? I heard you ran into that Mary girl.
Yep.
And?
Got me thinking how that all ended. Long time ago now.
What happened?
Well, she didn't love me enough, I guess. Or I wouldn't change.
Huh. Well, she was a fool then, Arthur.
Well, she put a lot of good years in on an outlaw. She definitely was a fool.
In these books, life seems so simple, but in reality, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan, we have a problem. A real problem. It's Tilly.
What?
She's been taken by them Foreman brothers she used to run with. Come along!
The Foreman brothers? What are they doing here?
Well, I don't know what they've been doing here, but I can tell you what they're going to be doing here. Dying.
Sure. Do we need more guns?
You and I can handle this, Arthur.
Where are we heading?
I'll tell you on the way. Just get going. All right, head for Rhodes. And quick.
She's in Rhodes?
No. She's at a place called Bradley's house, just west of there.
How do you know?
When we first got here, she told me she was worried that our camp was near a safe house that gang she ran with used from time to time.
And you told Dutch?
No. She spoke to me in confidence. I suppose I didn't think it would be a problem.
And now it is.
Oh, yes.
What do they want with her anyway? I think I saw one of the foremans hassling her and Valentine.
Yes. They probably followed us down here. You don't know what happened? She killed one of them, for good reason, but clearly they don't see it that way.
Tilly?
Yes. Young Tilly Jackson isn't as sweet and innocent as you might think. But like I say, she was defending herself. She fled and fell in with us right after that. I just hope we can get to her in time.
It's not too far.
If they've touched a single hair on that girl's head, I will eviscerate the sons of bitches.
See? You do care, Miss Grimshaw.
Of course I care. About all of you fools. Some just require a firmer hand than others. You especially. Anyway, talking of folks disappearing, have you seen that boy Kieran since the party for Jack? Okay, I think that's the place up ahead.
Yeah. I think there's a guard.
I'll deal with him.
Whoa.
What you want? Kind sir, we're lost and in need of some help.
Get out of here.
Oh, I see that kindly face of yours, and I know that for the right inducement, a gentleman such as yourself could be mighty kind.
Now get out of here.
Oh, now you keep saying that. But you don't mean nothing by
I
it.
said...
You said your last word. Well, what are you waiting for? Get in there and find our girl. I'll take that. Go find her before they put a bullet in her head.
What the heck?
Quick, Arthur! They probably heard us.
Ain't no one gonna save you. Goddamn bastard! You're a dead man! Where the hell did he come from?
Are you going in there or not?
You back the hell off, right?
What the hell? What?
I thought there was...
Yeah, it don't matter what you thought. It's okay. All right, let's go.
Oh, come along, miss.
Thank you, both of you.
What happened?
It was Anthony Foreman. He thinks he owns me.
I remember. Where is he?
He went out hunting or something. There were 5 of them, I think.
Well, we killed those fellas there.
There they are.
Come on.
Tilly, grab that gun! Anyone approaches, shoot them!
Oh, don't worry, I'll be just fine. Now catch that bastard. The one in front's the boss. Bring him back alive. I ain't done with him yet.
All right, get after them! There, straight ahead! I saw him go through those bushes! Oh, look at these cowards! They're heading down the hill, to the water!
Can't we just kill those?
Got it! Now, keep on the others! Oh, there they are, by the shoreline!
Let's go.
Let's go! Catch up with them! Come on! They're getting away!
C'est impossible.
For Christ's sake! Oh, hurry! We're going to lose them!
Yeah. Are you out of your mind, lady?
You've got a couple more seconds to regret what you did! Let's finish these scum!
That bitch is gonna get me.
All right, I think that last one's the boss. Last the women, we'll take him back to Tilly. Don't let him get away! Don't kill him yet. I want Tilly to have the last word on this bastard. Go on, rope that bastard. Come on, get him, Arthur. Tilly can't speak to him if he's dead, Arthur.
You don't know who you're dealing with.
Use the lasso. Don't kill him yet. Make sure we take him alive.
Stay the hell out of here.
Ah, mais je croyais qu'il pouvait pas mourir. Parce que j'ai calé plein de balles. Non. En plus, c'est le chef. Tout au contraire, on aurait dû l'enculer sa race.
All right, I think that last one's the boss. Lasso him and we'll take him back to Tilly. Come on, get him, Arthur. Don't kill him yet. I want Tilly to have the last word on this bastard. Go on, rope that bastard. Don't let him get away. Tilly can't speak to him if he's dead, Arthur.
Stay away from me.
Look out! Make sure we take him alive.
Come here.
That's it. Now make sure you tie him up real good.
Get this off of me.
Martha!
Gonna make these nice and tight.
All right, you bring that bastard back to Tilly so we can all have a nice little chat. I'm gonna head over there now to check she's okay.
With pleasure.
I'll take his horse. He won't be needing it no more.
You have the first idea. what you're getting into. I'm Anthony Foreman.
Well, thanks for the introduction, Anthony. Is that Foreman with an E? I want the Undertaker to spell it right.
Funny bastard. Shut up, bastard. Funny bastard. Who are you running with?
She didn't tell you?
She didn't tell me nothing.
Quoi? Ok. Attendez 2 secondes. Je suis désolé. Désolé. J'ai besoin de explicateur sur mon live.
Cutting into me.
Don't feel so good when you're the one tied up, does it?
She killed my goddamn cousin.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be seeing him soon enough.
What are you gonna do with me?
I ain't sure yet. Reckon I'll let Tilly decide what you deserve.
You're wasting your time with that girl. She's a liar. She'll screw you over like she did me. I should have shot the bitch yesterday like I said I would.
Just shut your mouth now, Anthony. I've heard enough.
Son of
Watch
a...
your mouth.
Son of a bitch.
Damn coward.
All right, damn it.
All right. Here's your man.
Bring him here. Dump him on the ground here. I want to get a good look at this monster.
So he's still alive then?
Yes.
You see this girl? You leave her alone.
She killed my cousin.
Your goddamn cousin had it coming, Anthony Foreman.
I don't care if she shot your daddy and cooked your mama for breakfast. She's mine. She ate yours.
You know, a friend of mine, he always says, revenge is a fool's game. Now, you want all your boys dead? She had her reasons.
We was family, Tilly Jackson.
You Foreman boys ain't no kind of family I want.
Kill him, Arthur.
You want that?
I want him to go away and tell the remaining of his cousins and the clowns he rides with to leave me alone.
Now, you think you can do that, Anthony? Or should I slit your throat and just save us all the bother?
I'll leave you alone. History is done.
History is never done. It's your call, Arthur. But I'd slit his throat.
Go on.
Finish the bastard off. You know my choice.
All right, you.
Come on. Let's get you home. Yeah!
Get out of here.
J'avais pas envie de le tuer. Eh, ça le fait. C'est bon le dire.
Yep. Easy there.
Une balle de snack là dans la bouche. Aïe 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 aïe. Ça c'est mon cheval à moi ça. Ça je t'aime.
What you want?
You okay?
Do I look okay?
No. You look awful.
Awful. Look at me. Useless. I wasn't born to this. I didn't deserve this. I used to be gentle. Jeremiah Compson. Compson Stead.
Good for you, if that's anything to boast about.
They took everything from me.
Who did?
They.
And what did they take?
My whole life. A whole way of living, a career.
I stole a lot of things, but that's quite a lot to steal.
Look at me here, living in the shit, in the mud.
I'm sorry.
My old house. House my grandfather built. It's all dilapidated and destroyed. Repossessed by the bank.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I was supposed to live a different life.
Me too.
If only I could get my old things back. Personal mementos, a watch, old pistol, my ledger.
Where's this house again?
Compson Stead. It's north of Scarlet Meadows. Bank says I can't go near it. I'm living rough over by Harris Field.
Well, if I'm ever out that way, I'll see what I can do.
Time. Time is hell.
Pourquoi je peux pas lui filer 200 €? Il veut pas sauter. Là, c'est quoi? Je suis pas trop rapide. Ah! Je vais arrêter la vidéo.
You don't have to tell me.
Hey, mister. Will you give me some money?
Someone, come on. Read all about it.
Sure.
Well, thank you. Say, where you from?
Around.
Ain't from around here. If I was you, I'd leave. This town lost its goddamn soul a long time ago. Nothing but nasty, miserable people.
Yeah?
Yeah, ever since them Greys moved here, a bunch of no-good white trash. Yeah, they somehow got rich. About 50 years ago, they moved here, caused a whole heap of trouble. Yeah, I reckon they was Yankee spies during the war and everything.
That's so.
Yeah, sure.
Line up, Rhodes. Get your papers.
All right, stranger.
Hi, mister.
Hi, folks.
Well, don't let me hold you up, mister.
Always nice to see a smile.
Uh-huh.
Hey there, partner.
Good day to you.
You okay there, mister?
You need me to move?
Move?
Am I sitting in the wrong place?
Excuse me?
I didn't mean any offense, sir. Please.
I don't get your meaning.
I'm very sorry, sir. You have yourself a fine day, and I apologize for any offense I may have inadvertently caused.
What are you drinking, mister?
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
Why are you acting so strange?
I don't mean to. I'm sorry for any offense.
How could you have offended me?
I have no idea. But I had no idea how I offended the last fellas. And they stole my wagon on account of my impudence.
Stole your wagon for back check?
They didn't like my medical practice, I suppose. I was helping folk.
That wasn't popular?
I was undercutting the competition. Or I was too colored. Or I was irritating in nature. Or I was some know-it-all, big city slicker here to demean some good old boys of my fine words. The exact variety of my sins was the source of some conjecture, so they undercut me.
That ain't very...
Defenestration and crucifixion they offered me. I felt I got off lightly.
Imaginative bunch.
Yes.
But...
no great love of my medical practice. Too free with my wisdom and services.
Which way they go?
Down the road, that way.
Stay here.
I'm sort of forced to. Please, don't go to any trouble on my account.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for that fella's wagon? I heard him say they was taking it to McComb's Inn.
Okay, thanks. Yep. Okay, fella.
Goddamn crazy! What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, damn fool! Have you no shame?
How do you do?
Ça, wesh. Si je gagnais 1 euro, je rembourse ma vie. Que j'ai donné le mec m'a payé 500 euros. J'ai 4000 euros. Oui, j'ai 4000 euros. Moi j'ai 4061 euros. Je me suis fait 2000 euros. Moi ça fait que je me suis fait 2000 euros. Je me suis fait 3000. Je me suis fait 3000 euros. suis cru dans Fortnite, je voulais construire. Non, la compte c'est mort. Mais c'est là que la carabine avec 14 balles. Ouh, là j'ai tiré 2 balles, wesh.
Where's the damn wagon?
This here boy's gonna gut you.
Je tire comme un pied, wesh. Je sais comment j'ai tiré.
You one sorry dead man.
What a day. Close.
Ça y est, j'y vois mal. Je vais enlever son chapeau, wesh.
If you done, boys, I'll go.
Tac, tac, tac.
Okay, come on. Get you back to the doctor. Yep.
Elle est énorme. Sa charge. Son charge, il est énorme. Ah, il est la puissance. Il faut de la puissance, hein. Voilà, quand t'es mort, il faut de la puissance. C'est les charges de corps là. Ça tire pas là quand c'est mort. Oh la tête de ma mère, ça tire pas, ça me vénère. Je mets double gain en plus. Comme ta mère. Putain. Eh, je vais prendre sa mère, je vais lui faire. La chance que ce soit YouTube. Con de t'es mort. Vas-y, j'arrête même la vidéo tellement ça me brise les. Ah, ils ont de la chance. Hein. Dans 5 minutes, je coupe plus la gauche. Dans 4 minutes.
Idiot.
Con de c'est mort.
There we go.
Attends, toc toc. Je me fais tellement chier. Et je joue à un jeu pour vous. Parce que sur Fortnite, j'ai pas de coups. Ça fait quoi si je fais ça, moi? Casse les couilles. Quand de c'est mort. Ah, le Matisse. What? Je suis un pote à Mathis. C'est pas Vincent, tiens. Hmm. Ouais, je suis en live. Son père. Elle est partie, mais non. Je sais pas, moi, je suis sur Red Dead. Je sais pas, moi, je suis en train de faire des missions sur Red Dead. En plein live. Oui. Quoi? Après j'arrive, je... Moi j'arrive, je coupe le live, j'arrive. Tous les gros.